To be effective with EIGRP network statements, we do need to be able to read the effect of the wildcard mask on the IP address that we supplied with it. Now, we can do the EIGRP command without a wildcard mask, and we get a classful wildcard mask in return if that happens. But what if we get something like this, where we have to read and interpret what it really means? Well, the interpretation of a wildcard mask first starts with the understanding that it is about a range. The wildcard mask is really a range operator. Few people describe it that way, but that really is the effect. And what is the range? The range is, or any range is, something where it starts with a value and ends with a value, right? Well, the start of the range, whenever you're interpreting a wildcard mask, is the IP address that is supplied, provided that it is the subnetwork ID, and we're getting a subnetwork ID here. Following that, we're going to then have to do just a teeny bit of math, but what's amazing about this math is that it works. It works with any legitimate wildcard mask. So what we do is this: we take the sum of the subnet mask, the sum of the IP address that is supplied, along with the wildcard mask that is supplied. We add the two. That's what summing means. We'll add the two, and then what do we get in return? We get the end. We get the end of the range. So we go octet by octet, taking the sum of each of those values. So really the only octet that we really had to work at is the fourth octet. 31 plus 96 equals 127. And now what we could do is we can interpret what this network statement really means. It says, enable EIGRP on any interface within this space. Interfaces have IP addresses, assuming they're configured, and any interface with an IP address within this range would have EIGRP Autonomous System 100 enabled for it. Let's make sure we can read a complex wildcard mask for EIGRP. We have to remind ourselves that the wildcard mask is merely a range operator. And to find the end of the range, we add the wildcard mask to the IP address that's supplied. So let's write this out. The beginning of the range for this network statement would be the IP address that is supplied through, we'll do the math in a verbose form, what we would be able to see is this. We're going to see that the final octet is going to be that 31. Common value in a wildcard mask. We expect values of, in a wildcard mask, 0, 1, 3, 7, 15, 31, 63, 127, and 255. Anything less than a power of 2, all the way up to 255. So I'll write this out. And so the interpretation of this would be any interface with that first 3 octets within the range of 16 through 31 would have EIGRP applied to it.